Yeah, we've got Jim and Ben from U.S. Staffing on the studio for us right now. Good morning, guys. Nice to see you again.
Good morning,
good
Tim.
morning.
Glad to be here.
Yeah, it's going to be a big football game, and boy, that one last weekend that was kind of weird between the weather and the little skirmish beforehand, and
the
game itself was
and the words afterwards.
Yeah, a bunch of fines today and all kinds of stuff.
Oh, I didn't fines.
Yeah, they fined the MSU $10,000 and then reprimanded both coaches and a bunch of other people. Yeah.
Well, I lean towards the Wolverines. I don't lean. I just jump towards them. So the fine's
okay.
Yeah, it's not even a lean. It's just like that's where we end up at.
That's right.
Yeah. For these big schools and football programs, $10,000 is like chump change.
It's pockets.
Yeah.
For you and I, well,
it's a difference.
It's life changing.
Hopefully, we won't get fined $10,000.
Hopefully not. Well, Tim, we have a football coaching trivia question for you this morning.
Speaking of football.
Speaking of it.
All right.
It's just one easy question, we think.
Yeah.
All right. And so we've kind of like crafted this question around the game coming up this weekend, or the game from last weekend, rather.
Yeah, last weekend was the big Ohio State Purdue.
Really a shame that they lost that game.
Yeah, wasn't it though?
So Ohio State, here's the question. It's a scenario. Ohio State's quarterback is scrambling in his own end zone when Purdue's defensive end comes up and whacks him and hits him.
Yeah.
The ball pops loose and it's recovered by Purdue.
Right.
So Tim, who scored and how many points were awarded?
I would say Purdue gets 6.
Purdue gets the 6. It's a touchdown for sure.
When I first read that, I thought it was a safety until I read it like a second or third time. Like safety. I'm like, oh no, it's not a safety.
Right,
if he hadn't lost the ball, he would have been a safety.
He'd have been a safety.
Absolutely right.
Yeah.
Well, Tim, many of the decisions made during a football game are made by the coaching staff. And like on the field, many decisions are made by managers in the workplace. Some of these managers act like coaches and some don't. So this week, we're talking about an article titled 4 Reasons Managers Should Spend More Time on Coaching. And this is from a May 2015 edition from the Harvard Business Review.
Tim, don't you just like how we segued from one to the next? We spend hours doing this.
Very smooth. Yeah.
Well, this article dives into research on managers who coach and what distinguishes them from other managers. And from the research presented in this article, managers who do coach think about their role as a manager in a way that makes coaching, it's a natural part of their job. In other words, coaching other people that they work with is very natural to these folks.
Yeah, and these are not professional coaches. They've not learned coaching as a profession.
They're not making the millions that other professionals are making.
Don't get me started on that.
That's right. These are lines and staff leaders who manage a group of individuals, and they're busy, hardworking people. So the question is, why do they make coaching such an important part of their job and schedule? Well, here's a few reasons why.
Yeah, so first of all, managers who are good coaches see coaching as an essential tool for achieving business goals. There's a purpose in it for them. They're not coaching their people, just because out of the niceness of their hearts, and they might be nice people, but instead these coaching managers see personal involvement in the development of talent as a must-have. It's not a nice to have for their business. So Tim, we were wondering if you've ever had a really good coaching manager in your working career, and if so, what was that person like?
Yeah, I've had maybe 1 or 2 early on, and that was really important too, because then you develop those habits that stay with you.
They helped craft you.
Yeah, and it's nice to get coaching as you go and get feedback, but it's especially important for somebody who's just learning.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, and these types of managers truly enjoy helping people develop. They are like artists who can look at a chunk of rock and see that sculpture, right?
I am a chunk of rock. Someone is still working on me.
That's right. Well, they see something better than just that piece of rock that's in front of them.
Dolson,
right?
You're a piece of rock. Let me work on you.
You need to chip some of this away.
Yeah, start today. So the third reason managers make time for coaching is that they're curious about people. Coaching managers ask a lot of questions, and they're genuinely interested in finding out more about how things are going. What kinds of problems people are running into? Where are the gaps and the opportunities, and what needs to be done better? They ask those sorts of questions.
Yeah, and finally, these coaching managers are interested in establishing personal connections. As one of the coaching managers stated, That is why someone would listen to me, because they believe I really am trying to put myself in their shoes. This kind of empathy allows the coaching manager to build an understanding of what each employee needs and appropriately adjust their leadership style for each, person on their team.
Yeah, and all employees are different, Tim. Like you've experienced that here. Everyone's different.
Mm-hmm.
Some employees like direct and to the point feedback from a coaching manager, like you stink and you really got to get better. That kind of message.
Yeah.
And others need time to think and come to their own conclusions about how bad they really are.
That's for sure. But managers who maybe this isn't one of their strengths and want to start coaching, one of the best things to do is develop a culture of trust and a solid relationship with the people that you work with in your business. Coaching really starts with trust and building relationships.
Yeah, for sure. Now listen, maybe you're an employer trying to coach your employees, coach those team members, and you're trying to establish a culture of trust and relationship with those team members, but they're not having it. Maybe it's time to let U.S. Staffing Agency match you to some new team members that are excited about having you coach them. Maybe you're an employee looking for a good, solid coaching manager, and the business that you're at right now doesn't seem to offer such a person. Contact us. We'll match you with some great employers who are looking for new team members with great attitudes and skills. Ben, how can the folks find us?
Well, if employers and potential team members want to talk with us, they can find us at Facebook at U.S. Staffing Agency. They can live chat with us on our website at usstaffingagency.com. Or they can come into our Battle Creek location at 914 Columbia Ave. Our phone number there is 269-589-6507. Let us help you find that new career or that new team member today.
Absolutely.
I think a lot of people want that feedback in their job, especially if it's put in a constructive way. I mean, nobody really wants to be told they suck.
Right. So, unless you're that person, like you like it direct and to the point.
Yeah, hey, I noticed that's rough for you. How about this? Think about it. Here's another way that maybe it would work. Think about that. And let me know what you think, because maybe you've got some ideas how to improve it.
Good coaching managers allow the employee to develop those solutions on their own.
Right. Yeah. And have
instead of
feedback
mandating
and have input. Yeah. And mandates just are never really good.
Yeah.
So, well, excellent, guys. Thanks for stopping in today from U.S. Staffing Agency, 589-6507, right here in Battle Creek at 914 Columbia Avenue. Jim, Ben, we'll see you again next week.
Sounds good. Thanks, Tim.
Thanks, Tim.
All right.